I've seen parents lose track of their children. I've been around a lot of church halls and church basements in my lifetime. And there's that realization, that moment of realization, looking around. Uh-oh, where's that kid? And there's two reactions. The first that we can imagine is panic. And usually an immediate search begins, which requires a lot of movement and speed. But there's another reaction, which is just sort of a calm, like, yeah, they're out there somewhere, they'll work their way back. They're not going to get too far. We had a 3-year-old get loose. We've had lots of great fun activities this last month. I saw a 3-year-old get loose, and I was kind of watching him in my eye because it looked like one of those wandering kids. And sure enough, the mom said, "Oh my gosh, where's my kid?" I said, "I think I just saw them." I took a couple steps from the hall, looked down by the bathrooms, and here she comes around the corner there. No panic. It needed. You know, the story of the gospel today is a foretaste of our faith, which is, we call it the Paschal mystery. Normally we think of the Paschal mystery as the dying and rising of Jesus. But another way that I think Luke is trying to help us understand this mystery in our faith, it's a mystery in terms of lost and found. There's two clues that Luke gives us in this passage today, that when Jesus is found in Jerusalem. And the first is the location, Jerusalem. This is the same place that Jesus died. It's the same place from which Jesus rose from the dead. Also, there's that little detail where it took Mary and Joseph 3 days to find Jesus. Our life as baptized people is a series of searches in which we find ourselves looking for the presence of God in our lives. This ultimately leads us to the temple. It's the symbol of God's presence in our life. But the search really leads us to Jesus, who then teaches us something from his divine wisdom. Our experience of family life is an ongoing series of experiences that really only make sense when we seek out Christ to teach us how to best love others that we share the most time, history, genetics with. It's interesting, in Arabic, the word family means those who are cared for. Trying to figure out the best way to care for those we love and receiving their care is often a journey from feeling somewhat at a loss of what to do and then finding the best way to lift them up, maybe to put boundaries on them, maybe to forgive them. Today's celebration of the Holy Family reminds us that all of our families are holy if we recognize Jesus present in our midst, incarnate in the most basic form of community in the human experience. He is the only way that love can truly dwell in any of our relationships, but especially in our families. If there's a challenge to family life today, it's that people are too passive about their faith amidst a society that doesn't value commitment and sacrifice. And so people give up too soon on God and don't put in the daily effort to keep Jesus a core part of their family relationships. So if we feel lost in our lives, especially in and how we negotiate all the complexities of our family relationships, then let's imitate Mary and Joseph and any parent who's lost a child. Perhaps not to panic, but not to have like a passive optimism that, the kid will come around. But what I like to call a practical hope. Practical hope is where we are actively searching for Jesus in our lives, but with the sense that we will indeed find him. That Jesus makes a difference in our marriages, in our parenting and grandparenting, in our taking care of each other. We imitate Hannah in the first reading, who dedicates her son Samuel to God by offering lots of intercessory prayer for all of our family members. This is hard work because it's ongoing work, isn't it? We hear John in the second reading say, we have confidence in God and receive from him whatever we ask. And we approach everything in our families with a very strong sense of hope. And we come to Mass each time knowing we can find Jesus and learn something new. Or maybe be reminded of something we kind of knew and forgot, in order to take care of the people he put into our lives. So, especially in our family lives, let's not freak out if we feel a little lost at times. Just keep searching for Jesus alive in our homes. No need to panic. It's just a normal part of the dying and rising with Christ. Instead, let's continue our Christmas strategy of maintaining our practical hope.